Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbeidzjan Grand Prix. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Johansson. As with all the drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition, but Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
And this is something that has ended the career of many a young driver, as that leap up to Formula One proves to be too much. But luckily in this case, I'd say they're doing a good solid job, and the risk the team took in signing them is definitely starting to pay off.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Kimi Räikkönen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Johansson, Valtteri Bottas and Hülkenberg, Perez, Verstappen, Grosjean and Charles Leclerc, Magnussen, Ocon, Carlos Sainz and Alonso, Ericsson, Ricciardo, Stoffel van Dorn and Lance Stroll, Hartley and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
You're above where we expected on the grid. Be careful not to lose places, as there will be faster cars around you. That's a good start. Keep it up. They're on fresh Ultra Softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. The time last lap was a 1:52.2. first position, front of the pack. Raikkonen behind. The gap behind us is 1.1 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. That's a new fastest lap for the race. Gap to teammate behind is 15.2 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. The time last lap was a 2.7. Okay, the boots aren't looking too worn at this point. We should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly. Degradation is pretty bad. The grip is going to fall away quickly. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Vettel has just posted the fastest lap of the race so far. P1, Hamilton behind. The gap to the car behind is 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. We're leading our teammate by 17.4 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 52.3. Position, front of the pack. Hamilton is behind you. Our gap behind is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. This is your final lap of the race. Gap to teammate behind is 20.9 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. your tyres and brakes are getting too hot, try and be less aggressive through the corners. Okay, the gap behind is 4.0 seconds. Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
A great win then for the Toro Rosso team today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
Welcome then to the podium, our top three drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Johansson increases their championship lead. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Ferrari moved to the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. Was there really any competition for you today? You were cutting your way through the field during the race. You must be happy with the result today. It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it? Great! Well, that's everything.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
Here we can adjust the terms of our proposal. The more ambitiously we set our targets, the more willing the team will be to give us better perks. We'll have a few chances to suggest a deal, but we need to be careful. If a proposed contract exceeds your value to the team, it will be rejected, and too many attempts will leave us stuck with the original offer. All right, the terms have been agreed. All that's left is to sign the paperwork. You'll be on this new deal from the next race weekend.